How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today we're doing a pretty exciting video, and I'm talking about how I went from 0 subscribers up to over $3,000 a month in YouTube ad revenue and affiliate marketing. So I'm going to go over how much I'm making from my different sources, then also give you 3 different tips that I have for, anyone trying to set up a channel, start a channel, anyone that's maybe 1,000 to 5,000 subscribers, and just really what I found to be really helpful and what I figured out on my journey to make $3,000 this last month. So if you guys like this kind of thing, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to support in another way, you can use those links down below. You can get a free stock from WeBull if you deposit $100 or more. Or if you want to do more long-term investing, M1 Finance is a great app to use also. There's a link down there that you can use, and it really helps out the channel. It means a lot to me. And, if you want to do nothing else but subscribe and like, I really appreciate that too. So let's get right into it. So first of all, I just want to say thank you to all the subscribers. Without everyone that is in this community, I would not be probably making as many videos. I wouldn't be making as much money. That being said, this hasn't come easy. I started making videos a while ago, and I barely got any views. So looking at the chart over the last 2 years, you can see how little I got view-wise up until recently. So you can see 2 views, 5 views, 0. A good day I had 35. As you can see here, going down the line, it really didn't change much and actually went down because I stopped posting. I wasn't very excited about it. As you can see, I made probably 30 to 40 videos, I think, before I started to get any traction. And then I started to do a couple Dave Ramsey videos. I started to do some stimulus videos. And then from there, I started doing more investing videos, which is what I wanted to do. And you can kind of just see it take off, right? So it's kind of almost this drastic increase that you can see. And I think that it's just been a really slow ride. So first of all, I would suggest if you're thinking about making a channel that you definitely have to like what you're doing because it takes a lot of effort. I mean, I probably put in a couple hundred hours before I saw a penny out of this YouTube experience and the YouTube channel. Now, over the last month, I won't hold out on you. I'll show you exactly what I made from last month. And this is my 3rd full month being monetized, so it kind of ended on a weird day just because I wanted to go for full monetization, 1st month, 2nd month, 3rd month, and it just finished on the 8th. So just from YouTube ads, I made $2,349.62. So I made a significant amount. You can see it kind of spikes, it kind of ebbs and flows. So this is just my views, but if I go over to my estimated revenue, it's pretty similar to the views here. So it can go up to $130 and then the next day it can be $30, just depending on the amount of views I get, the watch time. And you can really see just over the last couple of days, it went from $16 to $220. So it's very irregular. It's really based on when I put out a good quality video that a lot of people click on. And this has been something that has increased pretty significantly over the last month. I got a lot more views this last month than I did the month before. But this is the first major source of my revenue. So $2,300 or just about $2,400 comes from YouTube ads. And that came from about 207,000 views. So in the finance space, you get paid really well per view as opposed to some other types of videos that you can make, like some kind of entertainment videos or just niches that don't get paid as high like finance. Now, the other way I made money is from affiliates. So I can't tell you exactly what I made from each affiliate. I can say on Patreon, I did make $56.54. And then between the other 3 affiliates, I made the difference here. So I made about $820 or so from WeBull, M1 Finance, and Robinhood, with the majority of that coming from WeBull. And then Patreon, I made about $56. So this month, I made about $873.67 from different sources outside of YouTube ads. So all in all, I had about $3,223.29 in revenue from the YouTube channel this month. Now, this is a really good amount. I mean, I've just been monetized 3 months. It's been kind of amazing, but I think there are some tips that I have that really make it a lot more profitable. And I think a lot of people don't really think about these when they start a YouTube channel or they start making revenue. But I wanted to hit on the three major points that I have. So obviously, first of all, I'm in a very highly profitable niche, so I can make a lot just from YouTube ads. Now, I'm not going to count that as a tip because that is just kind of how it's set up. I'm very thankful for that, and that's where my passion was. It's not like I did this just for the YouTube ad revenue or anything like that. I really never thought I was going to be monetized, but that is really an important fact and factor in how much money I make. Now, the next thing I would say is if you are thinking about investing your time and energy into a YouTube channel, I would make sure that you're posting regularly. So if you've already set up the channel, if you're trying to grow, if you're trying to increase your subscriber base, I would post regularly. Now, what does that mean? It might be different from you than what I do, but with the stock market, there's so much news that comes out all the time, and I do have a decent amount of free time. I don't live with my girlfriend. I actually live with my parents right now. But I have from 5:30, let's say, up until about midnight or even 1 o'clock. Sometimes I stay up till 1 or 1:30 a.m. I have about 6 hours, 7 hours worth of time to work on this. Now, I do that for maybe 4-5 nights a week, and then the other nights I kind of stack up my videos, so that way I don't have to be on my computer every day. I can spend time with my girlfriend. So I maybe work 25 to 30 hours a week on this YouTube channel. So I think that posting regularly is very important. Now, there are a couple reasons for this. One is you have a lot more videos that can, grow your subscriber base, that can be little testers out there for you. So for example, I have a couple stocks that I talk about that do really well, and then I have other stock videos that just do poorly. People don't want to watch them. So on some of these videos, I might get 12,000 views on one video, and then 2,000 views on another, and then 500 on another. So it's pretty irregular. I talk about a bunch of different stuff. So on some videos, I might make $4. On some videos, I might make $200. So that is the first thing. I think that it's really important to post regularly, get out as much content that is quality content at first as possible to figure out what does well on your channel. The next tip is a little bit tied to that first tip, but it is to produce time-relevant content. So what I mean by that is I post really two different kinds of content. One is what's known as evergreen content. So if you look at it now, if you look at it a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, it should be good, solid advice. It should be relevant to what you're trying to do. For example, I have a video here. Should you invest in mutual funds, index funds, individual stocks? Which is the best to invest in? And that has 411 views. I knew that would not get as many views as a video on a specific stock. Now, I still made that because I think that it will do well over time. People will continue to go back towards it. And I can show you that in one of my old videos. So I have a lot of videos that made maybe $50 or so just from ad revenue. But what makes me really excited is this video here that I've made on July 4. So over the last 65 days or so since I posted this, it's just continuously gone up. You can see that I'm getting more views, and the revenue is the same thing. You can see here it's almost curving upward a little bit, where I'm getting maybe 50 cents to $1 per day, and that might not seem like a lot, but if you have 100 videos that are making you 50 cents a day, that's $50 a day. That's $18,000 throughout the year. That's pretty exciting. Now, I did a video here on, what 10 cents a day can do for you. So if I made a video that did this well, and I could do this every day or maybe just every day of the week, but it got maybe 50 cents or $1 per day, I would be retired probably in a year. So that would be awesome. I think that, in 1 or 2 years, I would be retired if I could do this. And that is the first kind of content, that evergreen content that is forever going to be green. People are always going to watch it. The other content that I focus on is this time relevant content. So something that happens in the stock market, and this can be applicable to other niches as well. If you're, let's say, in education, or whether you are just talking about makeup or, all different types of stuff, make something that is in the news today. So that is how I get the majority of my subscribers. So you can see here, workhorse stock news, 2 big reasons the stock is up today. So the stock was up 8%. It went up 25% throughout the day. And I talked about why it was up so much during the day and kind of gave some other opinions on it. That did really well. That got 9,500 views. Between these two videos, I made both of these the day before I recorded this video that I'm recording right now. Between those two videos, I got about 350 subscribers in the first day. Now that is a lot of subscribers, and I realized that these two videos probably won't really get any views after maybe this week or maybe this month, but I think that this is going to bring so many subscribers to the channel. It brought in a lot of money too, which is important, and this is going to help me grow my subscriber base for future videos. So these time relevant content do really well because first of all, there's less content on it. So why the stock went up yesterday, I was probably one of the only videos that was up on this stock and able to search for within the first few hours of this happening. And you can do this with other content too. If some person releases a new makeup line, let's say, and you are one of the first people to review it, people are looking it up and they found you in search, or whether they've looked at other content too, and this is just really new. So people like clicking on a video that is, 2 hours old as opposed to 2 weeks old. That does really well too. So I would say make time relevant content. You can kind of beat out the bigger channels that get so many views and show up in search if you were one of the first people to put out the video on it. The third thing I would say is if you want to monetize your channel, or if you just want to grow subscribers or grow your likes or grow your views, I would say don't be afraid of a call to action. So what do I mean by this? First of all, you can have affiliates, or you can have just a call to action that is hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, asking them to comment down below about some thought that you have or some question that you have. I think a lot of people at first just produce the video or the content, and people are willing to do what you want. So I don't mean this in a bad way or anything like that, but people want to support you if they like your channel, and it's something as easy as hitting the like button or subscribing or commenting, or even if you have some kind of product that you really believe in that can maybe make them some easy money or is something that they're already looking for, a lot of the time they're willing to click it. And a lot of people are very nervous about this at first. I think you go from stages of never wanting to do it to being nervous about doing it, but maybe putting in one video and getting all nervous about it. And then maybe you decide that you'll put in every few videos. And then I think a lot of people don't want to produce or push it every video. But in my channel, I've had very few people ever comment and be annoyed with me talking about WeBull or M1 Finance. I think a lot of people just expect it. So I get referrals from this. I make money from it. It does well for the channel. It does well for me. Whether I am asking for that or just hitting the like button or subscribe button, it's something that a lot of people are nervous about, but you really don't have to be. People are willing to help. And if you get one person out of 1,000 or one person out of 100 that hates it, they don't have to watch the video. They can skip through it too. You don't have to feel bad about one person disliking your video. Of course, if you get maybe 10% of people that are saying that they hate what you're doing, or maybe it's, something sketchy, I would not do anything that you don't have yourself or that you don't believe in. But I would say don't be afraid to have a call to action. I have multiple throughout my videos, whether it's commenting, liking, subscribing, or those affiliates. All of them do and serve different purposes in my videos. So those are my main 3 tips. First of all, just post regularly as much as you can or as much as you feel is worth your time. I mean, as you grow subscribers, it'll be more and more worth your time. You'll be making more per hour on your YouTube channel. Second is to make time relevant content and kind of weigh that versus the evergreen content. So try to do both of those, but at first I think it's more important to do the time relevant content, because who cares if you get 1 view a day on something evergreen? You can build up your subscriber base first and then focus on the evergreen content. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. And then third, you want to be able to give a call to action. Don't be afraid to tell them what you want them to do when they're watching the video, before, at the beginning of the video, or at the end of the video, or during the video. Don't be afraid of that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But thank you again. This is an awesome month, and I think it's just going to continue to go up. Every month I wonder how I can top the month before, because I get an influx from maybe WeBull or from a really good video, and every month we have been consistently beating the revenue. And it's awesome to see. I actually had my best revenue day just yesterday on YouTube ads. I had my best ever affiliate day last Friday, and then also just this Tuesday. So I've had awesome days recently. I've made, actually, I didn't say this earlier, but I've made $1,100 just in the last week, which is awesome. And this doesn't include a lot of the M1 affiliates. So a lot of M1 Finance, their affiliate program is put off into the future, but soon I'll have that trickling in too. And I think that's going to be a very significant source of revenue for the channel. So we might hit 4,000 next month. That's the goal. We want to continue to up at $1,000 each month and see how long we can do that. Thank you guys so much. If you like this kind of thing, please leave a like and comment below what you think about this, whether you are starting your own channel or thinking about it, or you just like watching videos on how much people make on YouTube. I understand, I was in that same boat. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button and getting those free stocks on WeBull and signing up with M1 and all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.